Coming. I appreciate everybody being here.
Eat the mic.
Oh man, he's got it. I'm good. All right. Ooh, it's a beautiful day.
It is a gorgeous
Beautiful day for a family gathering. I'm so glad our two families are getting to meet each other today. Mine and Pam's. We're coming together. The Lord blessed us with some wonderful people in our lives, and I'm excited to meet all the ones I haven't had a chance to meet. And I'm glad that y'all get to meet each other. It's just, it couldn't be a better group of people gathered together. Thank y'all for being here. So I've been asked a couple of questions, so I guess I'll just do my best to answer the best I can. So they say, how did you find this place, Cy? It's such a great place. Yes, it is. I was trying to remember how I found it, and what happened was I found Randy first. Randy over here is the most fantastic musician, entertainer. He's turned into a friend, and me and Pam turned into groupies and started following him. And that's how we found this place. And y'all gonna really enjoy him. And don't forget, if you love the music, and I know you will, tip to me. All right? Yeah, that's one of the life's rules. Is always tip the musician. I'll give you a couple more while it's on my mind. Don't ever mess with another man's trout line. That's bad mojo. Yeah. Yeah. Always say I love you every chance you get. Tell people that you love them. Always be quick to forgive and receive forgiveness. Don't hold nothing against yourself or anybody else. We've been forgiven. The Lord forgave us, so let's forgive one another. Let's walk in love. That's what we're supposed to do. Love one another. That's the number one rule. Love the Lord and then love each other. And you make your life a lot happier that way. Oh man, yeah. I don't know. It's just coming to me. If you borrow somebody's car, always fill the tank up before you give it back to them. Anything you borrow, when you return it in better shape than what you got it in. Just sharing the little things I've learned along the way here. Trying to give you a chance to. I follow the Bible the best I can. I love the Lord. And I try to those of y'all that don't know me, that's what I do. I try to serve God, try to love people, try to forgive. And I've made my share of mistakes in life, but I'm good about going before the throne and saying, Lord, forgive me. Help me, God, help me. That's my favorite prayer. Help the boy, forgive me, Lord. And He's a God of great mercy and kindness, and He does. And we learn from our mistakes, or we should, and go on and put that stuff behind you. Whatever it is you've messed up with, just ask forgiveness and put it behind you and make a fresh start. God will always give you that chance. He's full of mercy and kindness. So next question, okay, so I want to tell you a little bit about where you're at. This is Napa Valley Vineyards, and old Buzz over here, my buddy Buzz, and his wife's Wanda, and Buzz, next to Jesus, makes the best wine you're ever gonna get to enjoy. And then Andy and his daddy Larry over there, they put together the best wood-fired pizzas. So we're gonna have some pizza, and we're gonna have some wine, tea, whatever they got. I don't know what all they've got in here, but we're gonna have a party. We're just gonna take a few minutes and have a covenant. We're gonna make a covenant. Y'all are the witnesses of me and Pam making our covenant of life together. And so, since y'all are the witnesses, that gives you a special responsibility and a right. If y'all see me getting out of line anytime, come on at me, Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Mikey, that includes you too, buddy. I can take it. Yeah, that's fine. Hold me accountable. Yeah, I'm all right with that. So, they've got. Man, this is just a wonderful place. I love this place. In the wintertime, they build a big bonfire over here when it's cold. They got little heaters around the place. It's a sweet place. I'm glad the Lord showed it to us. Thanks to Randy, I followed him out here. So anyway, those of you that don't know Pam, that know me and don't know Pam, I just want to tell you that God's blessed me so much. This is the sweetest woman I think she's just the greatest thing there ever was. I mean, you know, I've been separated for 6 years. I was married 33 years. And, you know, I made some mistakes, but I've learned to put them behind me and forgive myself. And she made some mistakes, but that's for her to learn, you know. I mean, I take my share of the responsibility and try to learn from them and go on. Try not to do those things no more. I was negligent in some areas. I didn't spend enough time telling her I loved her. I worked too much. Those of y'all that work too dang much, don't make that mistake. You can spend more time with your family. And anyway, Ed told me, he said, no, he said, you probably didn't learn anything. He said, you just found a woman that's going to be more forgiving, hopefully. So, yeah, so, yeah, she, yeah, lots of little cuts here, little cuts there. You don't forgive and you don't get over it. And you don't, you know, and pretty soon it builds up to where it's not good. So remember what the word says, and forgive one another, love one another, and, you know, learn from my mistakes. You don't have to make all of them yourself. Learn from mine. But anyhow, and so, like I said, I was separated 3 years, then I was divorced for about 2.5 years, and I was wanting a wife. It's righteous that a man should have a wife. That's the right thing. God said it's not good that a man should be alone. And so, you know, so I was looking, and Harry told me, you're doing it all wrong, son. He said, you know, I was going different churches trying to find her, and I met some nice ladies. There's some wonderful women out there, but it just never really was the right one. And so I finally gave up. I told Harry, I said, okay, fine. So I just going back to you know, regular back to church where I belong, and decided, you know, Harry was right. I'm just gonna wait on the Lord. And one day, an old friend called me, and she said, hey, Cy, she says, my bathtub is stopped up, and I can't really afford, you know, the rates these plumbers charge. She said, I just wondered if, you know, if you knew anybody that could help me a little bit cheaper than a regular plumber. And I said, yeah. I said, okay, Carolyn. I said, I'll come help you. Carolyn Serlo. I said, I'll come help you. So I went out there, took a few tools, what I needed, and I got the drain opened up. And when I got it finished, she says, well, how much do I owe you, Cy? And I said, you don't owe me nothing, Carolyn. She looked at me and she said, I'm going to pay you better than you ever been paid in your life. I said, yeah. I said, how you going to do that? She said, I got just the lady for you. So I started asking questions. I said, all right. Yeah. So, no, I'd never, Carolyn Servo. So I started asking questions, and I liked all the answers. And so finally I said, well, you know, let me see a picture of this gal. So she pulled it up on Facebook, and I looked at it, and I said, oh, yeah. Yeah, I said, oh, yeah, that'd be good, yeah. And I said, so give me her number. I'll give her my number, and if she's interested, let her call me. I'll call her, whatever. So Carolyn put it together, and we've been dating 18 months now. And so, you know, I just got more and more sure all the time. I mean, she is the most patient. She's just sweetest thing. I can't believe it, you know. I mean, it's like, are you for real? Come on, woman. But she don't get mad at me. She forgives me when I say stupid things, you know, and just, you know, blows it on off. And I told her one time not long ago, I said, you know, I'm just not sure about all this. I said, are you really as sweet as you seem to be? I said, I mean, how can this possibly be? And she said, oh, come on, Cy, you know, nobody could fake it this long. She said, so, yeah. So I'm quite confident that I'm gonna be all right this time, you know. Quite confident I'm gonna be all right. She's got a lot of mercy in her. So, you know, I asked her to marry me, and she's silly enough. She said yes. Brave enough. And I believe God's gonna make it all work real well. When you get ready to go, you're silly if you don't take a bottle. If you drink wine, and if you don't, well, I'm sorry for you. Ain't nothing wrong with having a bottle of wine every now and then. You know, that's between you and God. But anyhow, you ain't gonna get no better wine than what Buzz makes. He makes the best wine, and Andy makes the best pizza, and y'all, we're gonna just have a party, and y'all just enjoy yourselves. And so I guess we'll get this party started. I don't know what else to say, so we'll go ahead and do this thing.
All right. Single man lesson to be learned from this. Make sure you have a good monkey wrench and some plumber's tape.
So,